What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. I'm your boy RL, and she's your girl
Jenny.
from the block.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? We got some good topics for y'all today. First of all, how y'all doing? We ask that y'all please, ma'am, sir, share this live with all your friends, family, people you know, your favorite groups. Whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But we got a good show lined up today. We're going to be talking about, of course, what the world is talking about
Yes.
is the attempted assassination of Donald J. Trump. And some people think otherwise, but they're saying it's a attempted suicide of Donald J. Trump, the former president of the United States of America. So we're gonna talk about that, the Trump shooting, man. What y'all think about it? Y'all think it's staged?
Or was it real?
Or was it real? You know what I'm saying? Was the Republicans setting him up because the guy was a Republican who shot him? So also we're gonna talk about pharmaceuticals versus holistic, y'all. Do y'all think it's time for y'all? Do y'all think it's time that everybody start looking into holistic remedies for their health, man, and healing? You know, we're gonna get it. We're gonna dive into it. And what else we're gonna talk about? What else we're gonna talk about?
That movie, Divorce in Black.
Divorce in Black, man. If y'all haven't seen the movie Divorce in Black, man, it's one of those classic Tyler Perry movies, man. You know, a lot of people don't like Tyler Perry, but he keep coming up with some good ideas for movies, man. And this was a good movie. It kept you entertained.
From start to finish.
Yeah, and it was a scene, up to mine right off the bat. The
crazy.
Scene, the funeral scene right off the bat, man, was kind of crazy. And it can make you laugh. But we're going to get into that. And we're going to tie that into when to stay and when to run in a divorce, man. A lot of people are getting divorced, man. I'm a divorcee, and Jen is a divorcee.
I am. So
I
trust
know
me.
you want to put that out there, but
no, it's okay. I was previously married, and divorce is hard. So I can understand and contribute to the conversation.
Yeah, so we're gonna get it. So we're gonna play off Divorce in Black with that topic, and we're gonna see what makes people stay as long as the chick did in the movie. You know, she was going hard for dude, and most dudes want a woman to go hard for him like that, but she was kind of like, well, we're gonna get into a little naive about it. So listen, y'all, we'll be right back right after what?
The soul of the song.
It's
soulish.
You supposed to say the theme song.
Okay, y'all, the theme song.
Okay, we're gonna start over.
It's soulish.
Okay, y'all, we got a nice show lined up for y'all, and we'll be right back after what?
The theme song.
Oh, you didn't say that. You gotta say it with some enthusiasm.
Listen, y'all. Song, y'all.
Look, you gotta say the theme song.
All right, y'all. The theme song.
Okay.
All right.
Go from the top. Listen, y'all. We got a great show lined up for y'all, and we'll be right back right after what?
The theme song.
Yeah, let's get it. I think iPhone users are kind of like trying to be like bougie people, in crowd type people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what I'm saying, man.
You about to step on the toe.
From the black women, I see they don't have that patience like that. You know what I'm saying? But white women, they'll take it on the chin.
Well, okay. Well, this
Any of y'all got the Trump Bible?
Or the
shoes? The man selling. The man. Let me tell you about Trump. One thing about Trump, he's a hustler, man. That boy Trump is a hustler. He will sell anything. A shoe, a stamp, a 3-cent lamp.
See, Nikki, he took everything from me. I went from a place of living a life like this to oatmeal cookies.
No child born out of my loins will ever be born to poverty. That's what I'm working on right now.
All right, y'all. We're back. We're back, and welcome back to Overflow, the Everyday People Show with your boy RL and your girl
Jenny.
from the block.
Right, y'all.
And we'd like to welcome y'all to the show. Where y'all coming from, man? Y'all give your boy a shout out. Let me see where y'all coming from, man. Who all out there so I can give y'all a shout out. You know, so like I said, we just only thing we ask y'all to do, please share this live. You know, get some more folks up in here. You know, but okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to it.
All right.
So in case y'all was under a rock or something this week, you missed one of the craziest thing. I never thought I'd see this in my lifetime. I think the last one I saw was the one against Ronald Reagan.
Right.
Yeah, the one against Ronald Reagan.
Right.
But that was just a dude running up to him with a gun.
Right.
Even though it's still classified as an assassination. When you think assassination, you think about somebody like with a sniper somewhere trying to get you. That's what an assassination is assassination, whether you want to call it. But a lot of people say it's staged.
Well, I personally think it was staged. I do. Like looking back at the video, just some of it just seemed so like it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense how when he did get shot, how they didn't really protect him as he was leaving. They just left him in his ability to just be open, putting his fist up, and it's like that's not covering him.
Yeah, and I guess it was why a lot of people saying it was fake and staged, because a lot of the steps that the Secret Service took, they're not. You wouldn't think that it's protocol. You know what I'm saying? For a guy who's an ex-president, who's a presidential candidate, who's just been shot at, and you raising him straight up, you know, for another headshot.
Yes.
I mean, and that's why a lot of people think it's fake, because it looked like a photo op. It looked like they allowed him to take a photo op. It seemed like it was for a photo op. What's up, Antonio Holloman? What's up, Zach Flowers? How y'all doing?
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Thank you to the show. Please share. Yeah, so it seems like let me pull the photo. Let me pull the photo what we're talking about, y'all. That it seems like they did a photo op on purpose. You know, after they brought him up, you know, protocol. I would think that protocol is to keep his head
covered.
Down.
Yeah,
now,
covered.
If you look at this photo, you see he has to hide his head. In the Secret Service lady,
she's leaning.
She's ducking.
Right, which makes no sense.
It makes no sense to have the Secret Service getting low and raising him up.
Right.
So this is why a lot of people think it is staged and it's fake, because and look at the other Secret Service, he's looking right into the camera.
Right.
I'm like, dude, you got a whole lot to be doing. You ain't got time to be looking at no camera.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and this is why a lot of people think this is staged and set up. You know, they took him down to the ground for like 3 or 4 minutes. They don't tell them what they could have been, you know, people going conspiracy theory gonna say they were putting stuff on his ear and all this stuff. They never show, you ain't seen the wound. He put a little patch on it today, but there's no actual visual of a wound on his ear, you know. So I don't know, man. So it's kind of like this picture right here says a lot. In the middle of an assassination attempt, you raised a former president up,
and it was almost like he made sure he posed a few times, like he stopped to raise his fist a few times, so it just didn't seem like he was being protected at all.
Yeah, you look at the picture; it looked like she's ducking out of the way so he can take the picture.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so that's why a lot of people thought it was fake, and then hours later they printing up thousands, millions of T-shirts, selling T-shirts with that image on it, and for the life of me, I don't see why. I don't get it. I'm saying with Zach Flowers say, "Hey, they're not staged." He says it's not staged. I mean, you know, that's your opinion, and I'm not saying it is staged. I'm saying a lot of people saying it is staged, and that there's a lot of things that's in this. There's a lot of things that happen like that picture what I just showed you, like if you can tell me this is proper protocol for Secret Service in the middle of an assassination attempt, if you can explain to me why they are behaving this way, one Secret Serviceman, he's looking into the camera and hugging. It's like he's posing for the picture himself. And the other Secret Service lady, she is ducking down. Trump's supposed to be the lowest person in the crowd. And it's just common sense. You ain't even got to know Secret Service work to know that if you protecting a guy, you got to make sure he never rears his head again for someone else to take a shot at him. And this is just a lapse of judgment or a photo, and it leads people to believe that it's fake. It was set up and it was fake. Trey. I'm not Trey, but Mr. Flowers. So,
and even if it wasn't staged, is he running it where it's like, yeah, y'all supposed to be protecting me, but this is what I'm gonna do. So y'all just gonna have to get me down the steps or whatever till I get done putting my little fist up about the whole thing. Like it ain't getting me. Like I'm winning here. Y'all didn't get me. And either he running it like that or it was staged, because there's no way.
His head was never supposed to be up. No more until he got in that truck, that car. Antonio says this was after the news that the shooter was down. But Antonio, there was no way to know how many. They said it could have been multiple shooters. So how do you know that the shooting is done? That ain't even the protocol of the Secret Service to be worried about. It's the shooting over with. It's their job to get him out of there as soon as possible.
Right.
They got one job, to get him out of there as soon as possible. These people basically stopped at the top of the steps, turned Trump toward the camera, and posed for a picture and try to get an iconic picture. Now I could be wrong, but this is what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's fact. I'm not saying it's fact. But this is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, what a lot of people.
Andrew says it's staged. Zach says they're behaving this way because they was terrible. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Zach. They could have been just terrible Secret Service people, but you would think these people are trained for this. These people are trained years to do the right thing, and this was just horror protocol. Dwayne Grill said he's following the, what is it? He's following the shot rapper protocol of that. He's following the shot rapper protocol
for instinct, popular, and success. He's trying to guarantee he don't lose.
He don't lose.
Well, he's definitely getting even more attention now, and I just I don't think that even though the shooter may have been taken down at that time when they knew, it's still an attempt. So you don't know still what could happen. So you don't take a chance.
You don't know
because it could be something else still happening or getting ready to happen. So you don't want to risk it because it's still an attempt out there. If it didn't happen as the person tried to, then who knows to say there wasn't somebody extra to try to finish him off just in case it went wrong, which it did.
And people don't understand why people saying it's fake. Dr. Hatta would say he's a master of fake. Everything's fake. And people don't understand why people think it's fake because of stuff like that. And one of the Secret Service went back to get his cap. And I'm like, who gives a damn about a cap? Right. Somebody's shooting at the man. Get him out of there.
Yeah.
And they stop at the step. And he raised up the fist and looked into the camera.
A few times,
he looked into the camera a few times before they even got him out. Yeah. Look at one of the Secret Service. She's ducking down. I mean, how the hell you ducking down and they shooting at him? And the other one is looking straight into the camera, like he's taking a hug and Trump posing too. Like, I want to be in the picture too.
Right. And in my mind,
and look behind them. And it's perfectly the flag behind them. They got the American flag flying behind them. Man, the optics of it looks fake. It looks staged.
Because the
You
whole
know.
time I'm thinking, if there's an attempt, why they're leaving him wide open for another attempt, all in that same space of time.
Exactly. They left him wide open.
Yeah, it
They
don't
left him
make
wide
sense to
open.
me.
Zach Flowers say they did not follow protocol. They failed protocol. It was clear. Yeah, it was clear they failed protocol. But was it designed for them? Was it meant for them to fail protocol? Was it designed for them to do that? Stop right there and take a picture. I mean, was this planned? Because that's not even common sense, Zach. Me and you could have did a better job than that with no training. We know the target has to be at the lowest point. And if you Secret Service, you can't be ducking. What kind of Secret Service is ducking? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
And
Let's see.
he said, "Are all the people dead
Or is
or
it
fake as well?" We don't know if these people really dead or not.
Yeah.
And let me say this about that. And if they are dead, you think Trump care? You think did he care about the lady on January the 6th who got killed? He don't care as long as it worked for him. He don't care if somebody got killed for real. Like the lady who got killed in the January 6th in the Capitol building, she got killed. It was one young lady got killed trying to, protest for Trump. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? It's just my opinion, man. I believe they set that young man up. They just said today that SS and Trump had information about the family. Yeah, and I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna show y'all I'm glad you brought that up, Andrea, because I'm gonna show you a video of the guy climbing on top of the roof, and people filming him climbing on top. How the hell the people in the crowd can see him climbing on the roof, but the police can't see him climbing on the roof?
That doesn't make sense. To me, it was just it wasn't enough protection supposedly for him for that to be able to happen.
It was enough protection. They even said that roof was a hot spot, what they call a hot spot, somewhere where they think a shooter could go. They said it was a hot spot, but yet they put no one was placed on that roof. No one was placed on that roof to make sure nobody got on top of that roof. And that roof was a clear line to Donald Trump. Let me play a little bit of this video, man. Let me see which one. I'm gonna play a little video and where people outside, they filming him, they yelling at the police. He climbing the roof.
This morning, new questions about whether opportunities were missed to stop Thomas Crooks before he took aim at former President Donald Trump.
Take a look at what happened.
Crooks was shot and killed by Secret Service snipers after he opened fire with an AR-15 style rifle, just 148 yards from the former president's podium.
We have we have people that should not be here.
Right on the roof.
It's much
NBC News now learning Crooks was spotted before he got on the roof. Rally goers on their way in noticed Crooks pacing and behaving strangely near the metal detectors, according to 4 officials. They alerted local police, who began pursuing Crooks on foot. A U.S. official telling NBC News that during the pursuit, the officers told Secret Service they were looking for a suspicious person in the area. It's not clear when Secret Service was notified.
Look, Gary's right there.
But Crooks did make it onto the rooftop. 2 senior officials telling NBC News he had a Home Depot receipt for a ladder when they searched his body. Officials have not confirmed.
Okay, they saying they can't see the video. I don't know why they can't see the video, but anyway, I'm sorry y'all can't. Y'all can't see the video because I still got the picture up. Oh my goodness. That's my bad, y'all. That's my bad right there. Let me take the picture down so y'all can see the video. That's why y'all can't see the video, because my dumb butt still got the picture. Got the picture up there. But let me here we go, y'all.
Trial and error.
I'm gonna try to. I apologize, y'all. Let me play it again. Which one is it? Okay, I'm playing it again,
It's
y'all.
about whether
Can
opportunities
y'all
were
see this
missed
one? Can
to
y'all
stop
see it now?
Thomas Crooks
Please tell
before
me
he
y'all
took
see
aim
it.
at former President
I'm gonna
Donald
put it
Trump.
up.
And take a look at what happened.
Crooks was shot and killed by Secret Service snipers after he opened fire with an AR-15 style rifle, just 148 yards from the former president's podium.
We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. It's much.
NBC News now learning Crooks was spotted before he got on the roof. Rally goers on their way in noticed Crooks pacing and behaving strangely near the metal detectors, according to 4 officials. They alerted local police, who began pursuing Crooks on foot. A U.S. official telling NBC News that during the pursuit, the officers told Secret Service they were looking for a suspicious person in the area. It's not clear when Secret Service was notified.
Look, there he is right there.
But Crooks did make it onto the rooftop. 2 senior officials telling NBC News he had a Home Depot receipt for a ladder when they searched his body. Officials have not confirmed if that ladder was found on site. NBC News learning 2 local police officers approached Crooks before he opened fire, but couldn't stop him. The head of the Secret Service telling ABC News local police were actually stationed inside that same building. A Secret Service spokesman says the location of the roof fell outside of their central.
So y'all, did y'all hear what they just said? They said they had police inside the building. So, and they had it's just so much inconsistent stuff that went on that made people think this is staged. I mean, they allowed that kid to get on that roof. If y'all got people already around the building, then they say 2 police confronted him, but couldn't stop him. What kind of police they is? Who the hell they got? What the name? What the police's name? That must be the Martin police, the Martin Lawrence guy. What the name? I mean, what kind of police see a guy with an AR and get scared to confront him, and you know what he's trying to do?
Yeah, it to me, even if it wasn't necessarily the whole thing fake, it still was left open for something to happen. But I don't know how you could take that chance with him, because he could have gotten killed if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he could have got killed.
He could have gotten killed, and would they have wanted that?
It was, and that's why I said people don't know if it was real or it was fake. That's why you got people saying it's real, you got people saying it's fake.
Yeah.
And nobody know nothing. So you got to go with the story. So, and people know how these conspiracy theories are. You got to go with the story, or you got to believe what you believe. Because these people they just duke us. They do this all the time. They do this conspiracy theory stuff, and they trick us. You know what I'm saying? Katrina say it sounds suspicious. Yes. Zach Flowers say we all see the Trump pick. We all see the Trump. What you mean by that, Zach? We all see the Trump pick. We see blood on his ear, but we don't know if it's real blood. He won't even show us the wound. He's hiding. He got something over his ear. And people say earlier today he didn't have nothing on his ear. So I guess they told him, man, you better put something on your ear because you both of them got shot.
And I know it was, just so many days ago, but they don't really have like a lot of information on the shooter or the victims. It's just kind of like, well, they do, but it's a lot more focus on the fact that Trump was shot. Like, I feel like the shooter, they would have had more information to me had it been somebody else, like quicker.
Well, they say when he shot, he didn't have ID on him.
Well, and then they also said it could take months. Like,
they know his name, and they know his name. They know he was a Republican. Right. He was a registered Republican. He donated to the Democratic Party, though. But he was a registered Republican. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I think they did that to keep it in the middle. Like, he's a registered Republican. You can prove that, but you don't know how you know who he donated to. And I think they threw that in. They threw that in that he donated to the Democrats just so either side can't say, this or that. Because people find out he's a registered Republican and say, oh, y'all can't blame the Democrats now. So nobody knows, you know what I'm saying? But the police and all that, man, allowed that kid. they say they found a receipt for a ladder in his pocket. You mean to tell me he took a ladder to the damn
Yeah,
grave?
that's what I'm saying. To me, it's just too many holes in the story. They can show us whatever and tell us whatever they want us to hear or think, but it's just too many holes in it.
I agree with you,
I'm
Zach.
one of those that believe it was staged.
I agree with you,
Me.
Zach. Zach said the Secret Service was terrible and totally effed up. Yeah, they did, but my thing is, Zach, was it planned that way? Was it meant for them to do that? Was that part of the plan for them to allow this kid to get on top of that roof? And they say they found a receipt of a ladder receipt in his pocket. So I guess he took a ladder. So I guess he got a ladder in one arm and an AR in the other arm. And he get past security. He get past two cops. Two cops confront him and still let him climb up on top of the roof. Now, when he get on top of the roof, across the way is two snipers sitting over there looking right at him, right? Because they had the guns aimed right at that building. So they had to see him getting on top of the roof, right? Because their roof was higher than his roof. So they still allowed him to get some shots off before they shot him. So you see what I'm saying? So either they tried to have Trump killed, either they wanted Trump killed, or it's fake. It's either or. Either the government tried to get him killed. Mm-hmm. And when I say the government, I'm talking about everybody involved. Because the guy if he was a Republican, that means Republican got some skin in the game too, right? So either the Secret Service job was to let Trump get shot, or it's all fake anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people say it is fake, because it's just too much stuff.
It don't make sense.
It's too much stuff for that kid to have to go through to get on top of that roof with an AR. And they say he had to get up there. He had to have a ladder. And that's
a lot of activity to be moving around and somebody not notice it enough and ahead of time to say anything to stop it. Rock Williams says it's amazing that they didn't mention much about the family. And I noticed that too. And that's why I say, normally when someone gets shot, that's real significant or has some notoriety. What they'll do is they'll zone in like on the family. They'll say this is the mother and the father. And it sounds like they just kind of want to be out of the public eye, but it's still not a lot of information. And so it just, I don't know. I guess combining that with everything else, it just doesn't make sense in my mind. So
Kathy Williams
something's wrong with it.
I think it's an act to get more votes for him. And it could be. That could be. Today they dropped a tape of him. They dropped the tape on what his name? The Kennedy guy. Kennedy released a tape of Trump calling him, trying to get him to drop out of the race and join him. So Kennedy slick released that. You know what I'm saying? And now Kennedy said he didn't do it. He said the guy who was calling it did it. But Kennedy slick. They just came out the day of Trump calling Kennedy, telling Kennedy to drop out. So I mean, it just be so much stuff, man, going on with this cat, man, that it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe anything that happened to him. Right. And I don't wish harm on. I don't think nobody should be trying to kill nobody just to win an election. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Democrats would try to kill Trump, but you just beat him. If they beat him one time already, ain't nobody scared of Trump. Ain't nobody scared to run against Trump. They beat him one time. Now I think Joe Biden is kind of like over the hill a little bit, but I'm still gonna vote for Joe over Trump any day.
Well, it doesn't, like the question, it doesn't change my mind about who I'm gonna vote for. I think it's just it makes me want to be more intentional with voting. So if anything, that should, inspire people to just vote if they were just kind of like, I don't want to vote.
Even because you got three, and for some reason they're not going to let Kennedy get in any debates or nothing like that. And that's the thing I hate about politics. They trying to keep it a two-man race. Mm-hmm. And it should be a 4 or 5 man race. Give people more options to vote for people. Right. And they do this on purpose so Democrat don't think you taking from them and Republican don't think you taking from us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Trump called Kennedy, because he think Kennedy taking votes from him. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have multiple people running for president.
Right.
You know, it's like in the other race, it's like the primary should be the election. You know how like the primary, you got like 6 or 7 people running.
Mm-hmm.
You got 6 or 7 people running the primary. That's how the presidential election should be.
But
We should have more options.
A lot of people who are conspiracy theorists, they'll say, well, it's already set up who's gonna get it anyway. So we just gotta walk through the process, and so
Zach say, well, people don't know what to believe anymore. Conspiracy theories running amok. Did he say a hole?
No, he says running amok on a whole. Like
we love to believe in the sensational. I'm not surprised. I've heard so much outlandish theories. Yeah, and yeah, people. Either side gonna have us something to say. Yeah.
Right.
I don't, but I can understand them not stopping him with a threat. But yeah, skin color. But no, I don't think it got nothing to do with skin color. Yeah, they should have grabbed him before he took the shot. Right? They had plenty of chances to grab him. Did you just hear the report? The lady said they had cops inside the same building he was on. So if they inside, they got to be standing around the building. Mm-hmm. Then they say 2 cops confronted him. Now, did they confront him on the ground, or did they confront him when he got up there? If you got an AR, you just can't put no AR in your pocket.
Right.
Everybody know you can't put an AR in your pocket. And if he had a ladder, he can't put a ladder in his pocket. So a guy with an AR toting a ladder don't look suspicious to y'all.
And this the thing. Us everyday people, we already know that, people don't want him to be the president again. A lot of people don't. He has enemies. And so, like, why would you not just make sure? Like, just make sure that none of that could take place. And remember, we were watching the report where the lady was saying something about, she was a news reporter, I think, and she was saying something like, well, it wasn't a matter of if it was going to happen. It was like how. And most people would say when, not how. Like, what you mean how it was going to happen?
So, Zach, are you saying there was some cops that may have been Democrats who allowed the kid to get up there on purpose? See, that's to me, I think that's more far-fetched than anything. Because these people, let's be honest, these people have political views too now, but they still know they have a job to do. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're a Secret Service for a president don't mean you support him. Mm-hmm. But they do it for the good of the job. That's their job to protect the man. Even if they don't like the man, it's their job to protect them. So I don't think they would do that. I don't think a Secret Service would deliberately let a guy get on the roof just to shoot at the former president. I don't think they would do that, man. But it just, like you said, it's just another conspiracy theory. That's just your theory, and that's your theory. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the whole thing just raises a lot of questions for a lot of people. So I don't think any questions were raised like that with former presidents who were, shot at or whatever. I think it was more about, who did it. But the fact of how it's played out, none of it makes sense. I have a lot of questions. So, and I ain't even into politics on that level, but I just know that none of it makes sense to me. So.
See, Zach say, I think that photo in this whole event that happened is definitely locking it in that it's probably gonna win. So are you saying that this probably gonna help Trump win? And this is what a lot of Republicans want. This is why they hate that the shooter was a Republican. They hate it was a Republican because they couldn't blame the Democrats for it because he's a registered Republican. But Zach, but to that, Zach, I think the same people who voted who say they're gonna vote for Trump still gonna vote for Trump. The same people gonna vote for Biden, they still gonna vote for Biden. I don't think this moved the needle for who gonna vote for somebody. I think this was an American tragedy. This was no Republican tragedy. So the people, I'm still voting for Biden. It didn't move me in no kind of way.
Yeah,
You know,
because he has his followers. Like, I mean, they're die hard. So I don't think it changed anybody's mind. People that love Trump, they're gonna love him till they
yeah,
die.
they're gonna love him until they
They're
die.
worshiping this man. So
If Trump would have got on that roof and shot at Biden, the people who voted for Trump, they still gonna vote for Trump. You see what I'm saying?
they're die hard.
They die hard. They die hard fans, and you got a lot of die hard Trump haters.
Yeah,
They're not going to vote for Trump.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't vote for him 4 years ago, and he got worse. He's a worse candidate than he was 4 years ago. So what make you think they're gonna change their mind and vote for him now? And this is why people think it was fake, because he did it for sympathy. Exactly what you think. It's exactly what you think, Zach. You think people gonna change and vote for Trump over sympathy, and that's what a lot of other people think that y'all were thinking that they were thinking. You know what I'm saying? You know what, Eddie Murphy, you know that I know that you know that I know that it was fake. But I don't know, man. You know, I hope it was. I hope it was fake and not real. For the simple fact, this is not what it should be about. You know what I'm saying? Cause we gonna vote. We're gonna vote him away. You know what I'm saying? We can vote him away. Right. We ain't gotta kill the man. We can vote him away like we did 4 years ago. Right. So the same people who voted him away last time, same people who voted against Trump last time, they're not gonna vote for him this time. And you know what? The Republicans see the poll numbers. They see the poll numbers, and they saying, hold on, we need something dramatic. Maybe they say we need something dramatic to sway people over to Trump. And that's what they did. And then hours later, they print T-shirts up with his fist, and then he giving the Black Power sign. And then he gonna get the Black Power sign, you know what I'm saying, try to get the black folk to vote for him with the blood running down his face. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, really?
Yeah, he was real intentional about making sure some photos got snapped for that poll.
Antonio, man, how you been anyway, man? How you been, man? I know you've been going through a lot lately, man, but good to see you, man. You know, back on the book, man. Back on the book, man. You know what I'm saying? Did you notice how the rules changed? Trump is a convicted criminal and still allowed to run for office. Yeah, man. You know, and that's the thing about it. You know, he's a convicted criminal and still allowed to run. But see, here's the thing: there's no rule against it. Because the people who make the rules up, they didn't see a guy coming along with this kind of vitriol. You know, they didn't see a Trump coming along, man. They didn't know a guy. They didn't think the American people were stupid enough to vote for a guy like this. And that's why I think Trump won the first time, because a lot of people sat at home saying, "Oh, ain't nobody gonna vote for that dude."
Right.
Trump won the first time because a lot of people sitting at home saying, "Ain't nobody stupid enough to vote for Donald Trump with all this stuff he's saying and doing." But people learned their lesson. The second time around, people got out and vote, and Trump got mollywopped. Yep. Trump got mollywopped, and people know this. It's gonna be the same thing. People are so afraid of Trump. And now you got the Project 2025 thing. He's behind too, and that makes it worse for him. So they needed this, man. Then you got the Epstein case. With Trump flying around with 14-year-old children, stuff that we stopped talking about because of this shooting. You see how that happens, Zach? We stopped talking about Project 25. We stopped talking about Epstein after Trump got shot. And they wanted to change the narrative. Yeah. They needed to change the narrative because they see Project 2025 was taking off like a rocket. Oh, yeah. And people were catching hold of Project 2025 talking about it. You know,
it's a distraction.
It was a distraction, and there was a lot of people see, you know, rock type a whole lot of stuff. Read that, baby.
Okay, can you get someone to chime in on why we can't choose who run for president? Why why are we stuck with these two? I don't believe in a conspiracy. In this case, do you know these guys really run together? Biden will not step down because he blocking the the election on purpose. He can pick someone to run the Democratic side and get a college kid and back him up. Biden acting like LeBron. Look at me. Any human knows there's someone they can teach, and he better than the pass the baton in like for real issues. Sorry if I messed some of that up.
Rob, listen, but I get what he's saying. Though. I think both of these candidates are selfish.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of them are selfish. When Biden beat Trump the first time, the Democrat made a big mistake by not grooming the next guy to run. Because I don't think people want to vote for Kamala Harris. I could be wrong. I don't think white America want to see a black woman in the White House. And we got to look at this in reality.
Right.
We got to look at the reality. I know people say you always look at stuff in a racial lens. You have to look at stuff in a racial lens.
True. Because we saw a lot of how people really felt once Trump got into office.
Yeah.
And then when Obama was in office, like when he was in office first, like I was around people, unfortunately, that had this whole mindset that when Trump got in, like, okay, yeah, now it's our turn. It's like, huh?
Yeah, and a lot of people say she's a dumb lady. The lady is very smart. People don't like the lady. You know why people don't like her? Because she smiles a lot. People don't like Kamala Harris because she smiles all the time.
That's weird.
What kind of mess is that? Yeah. How you don't like somebody because they smile?
Yeah, that's weird.
And she's been to college. I mean, the lady is very smart as a whip, and I think she's very capable of taking over the job. But people don't like her, and you got to look at the elephant in the room. Why people really don't like her? Because she would be the first black woman. Right. We already had a black man. You think they're gonna let her get a black woman in before they get a white woman in?
People are already struggling with Hillary possibly being the president.
Yeah,
she ran. They
were struggling with that. Yeah, they struggle with letting a white woman get in. Right. You know good and doggone well they don't want to see a black woman get in. So this is why they're so afraid of Joe Biden. It ain't Joe Biden they're afraid of. Right. They're afraid that something might happen to Joe and she would have to take over, with making her the first woman president who happens to be an African American. That's that. Man, y'all gotta start looking at the big picture and things. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta start looking at the big picture, y'all. Y'all please share this live. We've been talking about Trump for a minute, and we had some more topic to talk about, but this was one that like a once in a lifetime type topic because, like I say, this is only the second time I've seen in my lifetime a sitting president, the attempt on a sitting president's life. Like I think what's gonna happen in like the 80s?
Yeah, when we were kids.
Ronald Reagan happened in like the 80s. A guy just ran out of nowhere and just tried to point blank shoot it. You know, but this is the second one in my lifetime. You know, a little bit older, you probably seen 3. You probably seen Kennedy. We've probably seen 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Because you've seen Kennedy. Two of the Kennedys got assassinated. Yeah. 2 Kennedys got assassinated. Robert and John F. Kennedy, they both got assassinated around the same time Dr. King got assassinated. And then Reagan was an attempted assassination. And now Trump allegedly attempted assassination. And I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't want to say he did. I don't want to say because it's so much inconsistency in this assassination, from the kid being able to get on top of the roof to the snipers seeing him, not even taking a shot when they first saw him, knowing he had no business on that roof, to allegedly it's Trump getting shot at, took him to the ground. Y'all held that man on the ground for 4 minutes. Then you raised him straight up for a headshot. You raised him straight up for a headshot to raise his fist, and you got a Secret Service lady, she ducking up under you, getting out of the way so you can take the picture, and you got another Secret Service looking directly in the camera hugging you. And I'm like, what in the world going on with this? I'm gonna show y'all a picture. This picture one more time. This is not the picture of a man being protected. This is a photo op. And anybody say this is not a photo op, I don't know what's wrong with you. This is clearly a lack of judgment by the Secret Service. One Secret Service hugging Trump, looking into the camera, and the other Secret Service making sure she out of the way. I mean, how the hell you getting out of the way for?
And you know what? Even if he was just trying to assure people, hey, I'm good, I'm okay, he just still intentionally, like a few times, just kept, like posing. And I'm like,
yeah, because
what's the point?
He wanted that iconic. He wanted that picture. It's just like the 9/11. When he got arrested.
Oh.
He wanted to take he wanted to distribute his mugshot for people to sell T-shirts.
Right.
And if you go online, if you go on TikTok and just keep strolling, you're gonna see a whole bunch of people selling these T-shirts with that picture on it. With that picture on it. Man, they getting paid. They getting paid off this. And I'm thinking about selling me some, man. Damn, man, I'm gonna get paid too off for it. You know what I'm saying?
Who you know gonna buy them?
And then they gonna buy them. One thing about Trump supporter, they will buy anything. Like I said, a shoe, a stamp, a 3-cent lamp, anything with Trump picture on it. They will, and that's the difference between Democrats and Republicans. We ain't finna be walking around no damn Joe Biden T-shirt on.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna be walking around no Joe Biden caps on, man. Really? Yeah. It ain't even that serious, man. Nah. And that what they, these people got hats, hoodies, and everything, drawers, tennis shoes.
They get tattoos.
They buy anything associated with that has Trump on it. Anything that has Trump on it. And Democrats are like, man, Joe, who don't care about no Joe Biden? You know what I'm saying? It ain't that serious with them. I bought an Obama T-shirt because that was a historic moment. That was a historical moment. I bought one Obama T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? I bought an Obama T-shirt. I can't say that, and I did buy an Obama T-shirt, but that was a historic moment. That was the first Black African American president in American history. So, what does Zach say? It's a show of fearlessness, foolish strength. and the guy who really don't him at all. I guess he's trying to say you don't support him at all, or you like him. You know what I'm saying? What he said. He's the king of the grift. Project 25 is bad news. Yeah, Project 25 is bad news, and they knew it was bad news. That's why they and also I think what's worse than for Trump, that's worse than Project 2025 is the Epstein report that they was supposed to be releasing it, and they say Trump name was in call logs, a lot of call logs to Epstein at 3 a.m. taking flights. They got flight logs of him taking flights with 14-year-old girls, him and Epstein. And you know what I'm saying?
It's just a huge distraction.
Yeah, and then this happened.
Yeah.
And then this happened. Yeah. So man. So y'all share this live, man. Thank y'all for tuning in and commenting. This is what we like, man. We like to see y'all commenting on stuff.
Yes, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. What Andrea say? They need to change the age. So they need to change the age of president if Trump is elected and never leave office. He would change laws and would be a dictator. That's his plan. If he lose, well, we know what happened January 6th. Yeah, so it's almost, you're right, Andrea. It's almost like, like he did in the last election. He said before the election, if I lose, they cheated. What the hell? Who says that? Who says if I lose, they cheated? You know what I'm saying? This is like me getting into a fight. It's just like I get into a fight and say, if I lose the fight, they jumped on me. I'm finna get into a fight. I'm finna get into a fight. But if I lose, I'm gonna say they jumped on me.
Yeah, he's an interesting person in the worst way.
Yeah, he's an interesting person in the worst way. And a lot of people say, I like him because he speaks his mind. But he ain't saying nothing. Speaking your mind don't mean that ain't a good thing because you say what's on your mind. Because sometimes what's on your mind, it don't be the right thing to say. And people who say that, I think they just as crazy as he is, man. I be on some lies on TikTok, and I be listening to some of the stuff these people say, man. I'm just saying some of the reasons why they support him. Right. I mean, if you support him, you support his policies, fine. That's your prerogative. But don't be giving, Trump is not a racist.
Yeah, they try to
When I say, well, he
uplift his
lost
character, which
Yeah.
is so flawed.
And every time you debunk them, they got something. They say Trump is not a racist. Well, I say, well, he lost a racial discrimination lawsuit. Is why people call him a racist. He might not be a racist, but he lost that lawsuit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so that. So, so what do you want to get into next? What do y'all want to get into? We got 2 other topics to talk about. We want to get into some pharmaceutical stuff. Y'all, you want to talk about the pharmaceutical versus holistic care, y'all. Let me play a little video so y'all can understand what we're talking about. Pharmaceuticals. I didn't even put this up. I didn't even put the topic up for the Trump thing up. Pharmaceuticals versus holistic, y'all. Let me play a little video of what I'm talking about.
Today's video topic is, are natural remedies better than
I could
traditional
talk about
medicine?
a lot of stuff, man.
The debate between natural remedies and traditional medicine has been ongoing for years. So in this video, we will take a closer look at the pros and cons of each. Natural remedies have been used for centuries and are often seen as a more holistic approach to healthcare. They typically involve using herbs, plants, and other natural ingredients to treat various conditions. Supporters of natural remedies argue that they are often safer, gentler, and have fewer side effects than traditional medicine. For example, many people turn to natural remedies like ginger or peppermint tea to alleviate nausea, rather than taking medication that may have bad side effects. Additionally, some natural remedies like lavender oil or chamomile tea can help reduce anxiety and promote relaxation without the risk of addiction that some prescription medications may carry. However, it's important to note that not all natural remedies are safe or effective. Some can interact negatively with prescription medications or even be toxic in high doses. It's essential to do thorough research and consult with a doctor before trying any natural remedy. On the other hand, traditional medicine is based on scientific research and clinical trials, and its effectiveness has been well documented. Prescription medications, vaccines, and surgeries are often necessary to treat serious illnesses and injuries and can be life-saving. Traditional medicine also provides more targeted treatment for specific conditions. For example, antibiotics can effectively treat bacterial infections, while insulin is necessary for managing diabetes. While natural remedies may offer relief for certain symptoms, they may not address the underlying cause of the condition.
Okay, y'all. So y'all get that. I ain't gonna bore y'all with the whole video. I'm not gonna bore y'all with the whole video. So I just wanted y'all to get a little bit of what we're talking about. So like pharmaceuticals versus holistic, remedies for illnesses and sickness, man. I think we need to move closer to a lot of people don't know nothing about it, holistic remedies.
Well, basically you have what we grew up on, like when we got colds, our parents gave us like castor oil, with a little orange juice. They gave us things that didn't necessarily have us on medication that a doctor prescribed, and those things worked. And some stuff you do need to go to a doctor for to get medication. If you're talking about something that you need to handle real quick, like a major infection, like if you had a staph infection or something like that. But as far as like the everyday ailments, I do think that holistic care is much better because it's gentler on your body and it does put you in a better state moving forward. I think the pharmaceutical remedies can break your body down. It may help a problem, but then it'll create another problem. And then you find yourself on, instead of one medication, you may find yourself on like 2 or 3 different ones to fix the problem from the one before because of the side effects. So I think natural remedies I think people should start looking into it if they haven't.
Katrina said, I work for a pharmaceutical company. I can honestly say it just depends on your preference and your beliefs. Some people trust medicine while others depend and believe on holistic remedies. You're right, but I think most of us, when I say us, I'm talking about like Black people. we have adapted. We have gotten to a more reliability on pills and medicines, like high blood pressure. I mean, I be hearing people, I gotta take my high blood pressure medicine. I mean, you're gonna be taking this for the rest of your life. You gotta get your body can readjust. You know what I'm saying? You're taking high blood pressure medicine because of the stuff you've been eating. And now you got to put stuff into your body that can reverse that and get you off this medicine. Because, like you say, it's all these pharmaceutical medicines have a side effect. They fix one thing, but they break down two other things. And now you got people taking, like, I see people with these pill cases, and they got pills in, like, they got these pills in different cases, and they got like 5 pills in there that they take daily. And each pill is to combat what the last pill did bad. You know what I'm saying? So this pill is to help for that, what this pill is causing. This pill is causing backaches. So now you got to get a backache pill that causes stomach aches. Now you got to get a stomach ache pill that causes ED. And then you got to go get Viagra for the ED. You know what I'm saying? So now you own all this stuff. And all you got to do is research a natural remedy. It's a natural God. If you are a Christian, you got to believe that there's a something for everything. Goddamn, if you do your research.
And you know, like pharmaceuticals have its place. Like, you know, when you're in pain, if you have surgery, stuff that's, you know, you need a boost, you need something to pull you up out of a rut. But to have that as a lifetime remedy for your health, there's just so many other opportunities to seek out holistic care so that you can get your body in a better state. A lot of these pharmaceuticals, they do, they just, the side effects. I've known people that they'll take one pill and then they'll say, well, you know, now I got to take something to combat the side effect. And then it just, by the time they look up, they're on 15 different medications. So I personally myself can be transparent. I had high cholesterol. It was extremely high. And my doctor at the time wanted to put me on cholesterol medicine. And I asked him, I said, well, is there any other thing that I can try that doesn't require me to take this pill every day? And he said, you can change your diet. And he gave me a list of foods to stay away from. And I promise y'all, after I eliminate those foods from my diet, my cholesterol went back to normal. So
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Rock Flair said again, politics in medicine, people share profits to promote and tell people these medicines work. When grandma give you a root stick, but you don't believe her because she doesn't have the commercials. And you're absolutely right, man. Big pharmaceutical companies are all over our politicians. They're probably the biggest donors into the campaign. You know what I'm saying? They got lobbyists, man, telling these people what to vote for, who not to vote for.
They
you know
pay them well too.
Yeah, and they pay them well. There's been plenty lawsuits, you know, of these pharmaceuticals. I think one of them was the Johnson & Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So you got to say, how did this stuff get approved? If it's giving people cancer, who approved it in the first place? Did y'all research this before y'all did it? So you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's a lot of money in that, man. Yeah. It's a lot of money. These folks are billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar industry, man, and they're gonna keep it pumping. And I've never seen so many medicine commercials in my life that I see now, man.
At every turn.
I mean, and these commercials look so good. They have people so happy. Yeah. You see people.
Yeah.
Talk about the wrong stuff now. Okay, y'all, we back, y'all. Y'all, I gotta chill out, y'all. We talking about the wrong stuff now, man. They try to shut me down. But anyway, man, these commercials look so inviting, man, and it makes you look like you want to go get this medicine.
Yeah. Well,
You
it
know
gets
what I'm saying?
it gets your mind off of all the side effects that they're going to tell you.
No, they tell you the side effect, but
Yeah.
they say it so fast.
Right.
This is it. Go get Equinaco. They might call it. Go get Equinaco, and then they'll say that it. I'm saying what? It may cause bad bladder, bad stomach,
or even death.
eruption, and maybe even death. You know what I'm saying? So who won't?
Yeah, and it's just, they have to tell you, but
Yeah,
they're going to distract you
but-
with the pictures of
yeah.
the lighter side of life. You're enjoying your life, but this is the medicine that you can take.
Dorothy Hightower said, "Holistic for me, the most part diet is the key.
Yep.
And pharmaceutical company is profit driven. Absolutely, profit driven. Absolutely. And you said a big thing about a lot of people would rather go. What the new thing they got where they shoot themselves in the stomach with?
For weight loss.
I see a lot of women talking about weight loss. Yeah. Is it what the name?
I don't know the name of it, but I know what you're talking
It's
about.
something.
I can't pronounce it, but it's a short name for it.
It's and a lot of people going and shooting this stuff in them, trying to lose weight, and all you got to do is diet and exercise.
Mm-hmm. And it takes time, but what it does is it creates discipline in you for a lifestyle of having good health instead of taking something quick that'll get you there faster. So
yeah, so people are so quick to get fine fast. They'd rather go get a shot, and they don't know all this stuff. A lot of this stuff ain't really been tested. It's kind of like the C shot, y'all. I ain't gonna say it because they might shut me down. It's almost like the jab shot. Yeah. It's almost like the jab. They put that thing on market so quick, and they couldn't have tested on. They couldn't have had time to test it. They just shot it out there on the market now, and now you got everybody. Yeah, she said Ozempic. Yeah, Ozempic. Ozempic is that thing you're shooting yourself, and it's supposed to help you lose weight. I guess you lose your appetite and whatever, and you don't want. Who want to lose their appetite on purpose? I mean, you got to eat. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a quicker process, but then it probably, like you said, has side effects. It's going to show up later that are more than what they're saying.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times you won't know what the full side effects are unless you look it up online, because I had taken antibiotics for something that was a skin condition, and when I took the antibiotic, I noticed I was losing my sight. And the paper that I got from the pharmacy just gave me just a list of things that would be side effects, but I was like, something's wrong. I'm losing my eyesight. So once I got online and looked up the fullness of all of it, one of them was a rare side effect, but it was blindness. And so I came off of it. I didn't wait to go to the doctor and say, hey, I need you to take me off of this. I took myself off of it, and then it reversed itself. But it's a lot of things that can go wrong when you're talking about something that you have to take, even if it's just for a week or a long term, especially. So I think that it's a good thing to look into holistic care, because it can, prolong your life. Because sometimes these other medicines that we take that, are prescribed, it can probably make conditions worse and shorten your life. I know someone who died like that. One medicine led to another, and by the time they got to, the end of their life, they were on 15 medications. It was sad.
Yeah, and the doctor keep pushing, and the doctor gonna keep pushing every medication. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Once your if you got a doctor and they keep every time something happened to you, they want to prescribe you a pill. They told me I was borderline diabetic.
Yeah, I've had that before.
We want to give you this. I said, no, hey, you ain't giving me nothing. Not if I'm just borderline.
Right.
Shit,
that can be fixed.
Yeah, I'm gonna start drinking these sodas and drink me some water and stuff like that. And do me some exercise. You're not gonna and it was like 2-3 years ago. This thing I've been taking that stuff for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people out there taking blood pressure pills like it's a part of their life.
And that's tough, because, like I said, you can start out and you can start taking the medicine to pull you up out of the rut, but then you can investigate and see where you can do something that long term you can, implement holistically to just get you in a better place, or just change your diet and stuff like that. Because I had a high blood pressure thing going too, and I just remember the doctor that I went to. Um, she said, let's just look into something else before I would prescribe you medicine. And everything that she told me to do, I did it. And pretty much it was just to check it, see if it was stress related. And of course, I looked up some things about what to eat to help lower blood pressure. And now I forget that I even went through that. So, I didn't want to be on medication for a lifetime, or, for any length of time. So that's, to me, holistic care is a good thing. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. And Katrina said I was able to get my mother off all her meds through diet alone. And that's
good.
awesome. That's awesome. And you can just think, Katrina, you can write you a book on how you did it. You can really get paid, because people want to know how to do it. People want to know how you do that now. You know what I'm saying? People want to know how you do it. And you can really write a book or make videos on how you do it, the recipes to do it. That you just created your business. If you think about it, you just came up with a business, because if you can give people the recipe, what you did to help mama get off those medicine. And I wish I could help some of my people get off medicine too, man, with just simple dieting and eating the right things.
Yeah.
It ain't that you can't eat. You just got to eat the right things in the right portions.
Right.
Black people, we notoriously eat hot portions of food when we don't have to eat that much, especially on holiday, man. We just pig out, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, we got a smorgasbord. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be right along with it. I don't even eat the day. That's why I don't eat the day before Thanksgiving. I don't eat the day before Thanksgiving, because I know I'm gonna go at it the next day, so I'll be good and hungry. And that's not a good thing. I'm just saying, that's one way I just try to combat it.
Yeah, I mean, diet is so key. And the foods that are that are in the grocery stores, you still got to be mindful of what you're buying, because everything in the grocery store is not good. The Food and Drug Administration, they work together with big pharma, so you got to really be careful, because they're trying to, I believe, just keep us in a state where we're always in need of that kind of care, which keeps us sick, and is money to be made off of that. So you can't really make money off of people who are well, So.
Exactly. That's the thing, to keep you coming. And if we look at most of our illnesses, like everybody knows somebody with diabetes, everybody knows somebody with high blood pressure. These two illnesses are directly has something to do with dieting
And stress.
Dieting and stress. You know what I'm saying? These things are directly related to dieting. All we got to do is eat better food. You can eat your oxtail, but you can't have an oxtail plate every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like oxtail, but I don't eat them every day.
Right, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? I don't eat pork as much as I used to, but I got to have my bacon every now and then. But it's not to the point where where it's kind of like it's overtaking me. Like I give it time to be flushed out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So so I think dieting is very important.
Yes, it is.
And then what we eat.
And how much.
What we eat.
And when we eat it.
How much and when we eat.
Yeah.
And I think we some kind of way we just turned into soul food junkies. We soul food junkies is what we are. We don't we just don't eat right. And and over time this stuff we develop disease. And we think this stuff ain't hereditary.
Right.
This stuff is dietary.
And and it's so interesting you say that, because they'll say, well, when you go to the doctor, you got to fill out, your history, and so let's just say both your parents had high cholesterol. Well, it's not so much that it's always genetically a part of you. If you grew up eating a certain way as they did, or you smoked and drank and stuff later on in life, you put yourself at that risk for having that same condition. It doesn't mean that you have to have it. You change your diet and whatever the things that you grew up on, you just change it for yourself later. So I kind of don't always believe it's always genetics involved. I think it's just how you live your life too. And I see this got me right here. Got my attention. It says, Kathy says, tell them to look up their blood type. We were talking about that the other day.
Tell them to look up their
Blood type, and it will show the foods you should eat. That is correct. Yep, that is correct. And normally when it comes down to your blood type, if you know it and you and just say you looked at the list, because I know when I looked up the list of foods and stuff that work for me and what doesn't work for me, I found that all the things that I craved and I like the most are what I should eat for my blood type. So she's correct on that.
What's the thing you crave?
Like there's certain foods and things that I like and some things that just don't agree with me. And it's all because of my blood type. And it made sense. Like the light went on. I was like, wow, I noticed that these are foods that I like anyway and that my body craves. And then the stuff that give me issues, that's the stuff I'm supposed to stay away from. But I didn't know that. I just kind of went through life just, figuring it out. But then once I saw what my blood type was, I was like, okay, this whole blood type thing, there is something to it, And I think they have a book called Eat for Your Blood Type. It's an old book, but that makes a difference too. And that can help cut out some, issues that we have with our health too.
Yeah, but ain't nothing like being like pharmaceutical free.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I take like medicines every now and then. For my reflux, I take a pill every now. I don't take it all the time. I take it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that might be the only thing I take. I might drink a little NyQuil if I get a cold, but that's about it, man. I don't try to let them put me on
like a life
on long-term medicine,
like
high blood pressure medicine and stuff like that. Pricking my finger all the time. Yeah. And I know some people have gotten to the point where they have to do that. They have to rely on it. Yeah. But
and it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, but still at the same time, you got to try to eat right. Mm-hmm. You still got to try to eat right and try to exercise. And the doctors will tell you that it's diet and exercise. Mm-hmm. They'll tell you how you got that way by not dieting right and not exercising. And we wait till we get in our 40s and 50s until something hit us. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? If you are fairly healthy now, it's like my age. I need to go ahead and start trying to eat right. I'm not saying I'm immune to high blood pressure or diabetes. I'm saying you got to make your chances. It's like playing the lottery.
Yeah.
You play the more cards you play, the better your chances. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The better you take care of your health before you get sick, the better your chances to be that you won't be sick or too sick. You know what I'm saying? To the extreme to where you gotta have you can have blood pressure and still eat right and keep it at a good level to where you don't need high blood pressure to bring it down, because the high blood pressure medicine is causing something else.
It does. It does. And a lot of and I believe this, like you were saying, you have to believe in it. And somebody else commented that you have to believe in it. If a person doesn't believe in holistic care, I'm not saying it wouldn't work for them if they actually took it, but they're going to go in already with this mindset that they don't believe in it because they're so used to, pharmaceutical care when they are sick. So you have to really believe in it. And the key is your diet. And that can help with so much alone, diet and exercise. That helps a lot. And, a lot of the doctors that have come up with the cures for a lot of things, they're not here anymore. So, I feel like we just get slighted with information because, they don't want us to know.
Yeah, they don't want you to know, And I can understand it, man. If I'm making $1 million to sell y'all a pill that I created a year, I don't want y'all to stop buying my pill. How am I gonna get paid if y'all stop buying my pill? Right. So, and I'm definitely not gonna tell you what you need to do. I long you keep buying this pill, you know what I'm saying, and it make you feel good for the moment till you need that next pill. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This pill gonna get you to the next pill, and the next pill gonna get you to the next pill. Until you got to call your pharmacist. Now I got to re-up. And you got to start the process all over again. And that's all they doing, y'all. They getting you to the next pill. It's not a cure. These pills are not cures. They're just something to hold you to make you feel better to the next pill. And we got if we want to stop, if we want to be cured, we got to cure the whole body. We just can't take a pill for one thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to diet. You got to exercise. Exercise don't mean pumping weight. Just take a walk. Take a walk and eat good. Stop eating these large portions of food. And for the life of me, stop eating so much meat.
Yeah.
Meat is killing us. This meat is killing us. And you know why this meat is killing us? Because this meat is shot up with so many antibiotics and stuff that they do and putting these animals trying to
steroids.
Steroids trying to get them to the market quick. You know, that's why they finna start doing cooking, not cooking, but kind of like the thing where they making growing chickens in the lab.
Yeah, grown in the lab. So
they growing them in the lab, man. They got stuff that they already doing stuff in the lab, man, to where they kind of like printing meat, and it tastes like the real meat. It looked like the real meat. So it's a safe thing to say, get away from so much meat, man. You don't have to eat meat every day. You don't have to eat meat every day.
That's true.
So let me go check. I smell something burning in there, y'all. Let me go check.
Cooking. I
gotta go check.
Somebody cooking. But yeah, y'all, it's holistic care is something to look into. If you are shy about it, or if you feel like it's something that you kind of question, just look up some things on YouTube that'll kind of give you some ideas about what you can do to like implement certain things here and there. You don't have to stop all at once, but it's something that you can try. And I think that if you try it, you might find that it's something you can gradually build yourself into, even if you are taking medications. And I know you have to be careful when you're already on medicines and you're trying to, push in some of the holistic stuff, but it's worth a try. You can consult with your doctors on that kind of stuff, but when you're approached and if you feel confident that you can try something else other than what they're trying to give you, because I promise you, I speak from experience. I've had doctors at times past try to get me to take acid reflux pills, just different things that are easily reversed with just change of diet. And a lot of those things came into play in my life when I was going through some stresses. And so a lot of it was stress induced, but, which showed me that you're not exempt from getting high blood pressure just because of a certain size of your body. You're not exempt from diabetes and stuff like that. So, we have to keep in mind that we have a lot of things coming at us in our health. And I feel like, if you try holistic stuff, it's a good thing. If you don't like it, then cool. But I think it's worth trying because a lot of these medicines will make you sick. I've seen it. And it's good for when you got some stuff happening that you need fixed real fast. Yeah. Like if you had pneumonia or if you had like a staph infection, yeah, by all means get that care. But you gotta, for long-term stuff, you want to try something that will help heal your body, not just cover it up like with a Band-Aid.
Yeah, because we see the proof that it's not meant to heal us because people have been on it for years. Right. People been on, y'all know, people been on blood pressure medicine for years, and they still ain't been healed. So what they tell you is it's not for you to heal. It's for you to keep coming back. It's just to make you feel good for a minute. It's just going to take your blood pressure. It tricks your body into thinking it's fixed when it's really not fixed. And when the pill wears off, your blood pressure back up again because your body, your body going to respond to whatever you put in it. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you put the right things in it, your body going to respond to it. Your body going to respond if you put the right things in it. If you get your body exercise, you keep your body in good shape. I'm not saying I'm in the best of shape, but I try. I do the best to keep myself in shape, and I try to eat well. I try to drink more water than drinking sodas because I try to get off Coca-Cola for Coke Zero, and something happened. I started getting headaches. I started getting headaches because Coke Zero had something in it
Aspartame.
Aspartame.
Yeah.
It had aspartame in it. Coke Zero has aspartame in it, y'all. And I was getting headaches and didn't know why I was getting headaches. And I'm thinking I'm being smart and slick by not drinking Coke and drinking Coke Zero. I'm thinking I'm being healthy. But I got out the frying pan. I got out the pot and got in the frying pan.
Mm-hmm.
And all I had to do just drink some water. Just drink water or natural juice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We keep trying to get the easy way out of stuff, man. Ain't no easy way around it. We just got to eat better and exercise if you want to heal your body. And I'm not saying that we don't know how long we gonna live. Number one person, God only want to determine how long we live.
Right.
We determine how well we live. See, that's a difference. Because I had somebody tell me, you still gotta die. You ain't right, you gonna die. Everybody gonna die. But I don't want to be 55 and 60 and with a walker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think I want to be still active.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know some people, my mama, she's gonna be 75. She's still an active woman.
Yeah.
My grandmama lived to be 100. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to live a long life. I know long life has its place, but listen, if I'm gonna be here, I want to be
healthy.
I want to be functional.
Yes.
If I'm gonna be here, I want to be functional. I don't want to be just,
Amen.
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be just
that.
body wrecking with pain every day. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I pray for people who go through that because, you know what I'm saying? But I encourage y'all to just try to just start eating right. Start trying to eat more vegetables. And I ain't talking about the ones out the can. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to keep this stuff fresh, they got to add a lot of stuff in that can.
Preservatives.
They got to put a lot of preservative. Don't eat fresh stuff. Ain't no such thing as fresh stuff in the can. Vegetables and stuff like that. If you ain't grown, if it's in a can, it's not real. It's not healthy to me. You know.
And I'll say this: a lot of times people say, "Well, the holistic type remedies cost more," but my theory about that is, or mindset is, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So that's a good way to.
They said it, but actually it don't. Because if you stop eating meat and eat more vegetables, you'll have more money to buy more vegetables.
Absolutely.
It's a trade-off, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Try not to eat meat. Do this, y'all. This will take meat out your diet at least once a week. Yeah. Go one day out the week without meat, and I guarantee you won't miss it. Then you're gonna say, "Oh, that was easy. That wasn't bad."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That veggie wrap was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to take, especially red meats. Take some of this stuff out y'all diet, y'all. You know, take some of this stuff out y'all diet. So listen, I'm praying that everybody be well, man. I know you want to grow up and see your grandkids, you know, do some stuff. But you want to grow up and see, I want to see my grandkids graduate and stuff like that. I want to be able to go. I want to be able to go to the graduation. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be want to do. So I'm trying to live right, man. And I hope God, you know, I pray that God give me longevity. I would love longevity.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said I pray that he will. I don't know what God planned. I don't know what his plan is.
I believe it though for you.
And we all want longevity. We all wish we could live a long life, but we know we gonna leave this earth one day, you know. And I just want to be healthy. I just want to be functional. You know, I want to be 60 still, you know what I'm saying, go to the party with these young folk and just drop. Let me stop. Let me stop, man. Anyway, y'all, y'all just lean more toward holistic. A lot of people think holistic don't. I guess a lot of people don't know what holistic. Because when I first heard the thing holistic, I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what holistic meant. You know what I'm saying? So maybe people just
natural,
say,
natural remedies.
Why can't we just say natural remedies? You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying holistic.
Well, I guess if you gotta have a defining label for what kind of care when it comes to like medicines, do you want to say holistic medicine?
Yeah, because when I first heard the word holistic, I'm thinking like people praying over you or something like that. You know,
That works too.
yeah,
That works
that
too.
works too. But you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But you works without what is it? Faith without works is
It's
dead. You
dead,
know
of
what I'm
course.
saying? You can pray,
Gotta
but
do
if
it all.
you ain't putting in you ain't eating the
Work
right
in.
food. You ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can pray for good health, but if
Right.
you eat all the wrong food, it's dead. You know what I'm saying? It's dead.
Right.
Let's move on, y'all. Let's go to probably our last topic, y'all.
Oh,
I don't.
yeah.
What we gonna?
This movie, Divorce in a Black. That movie was something amazing.
The Divorce in the
And
Black.
it was crazy at the
yeah.
same time.
How many of y'all seen that movie, y'all? Divorce in the Black.
Good
How many of y'all
movie.
seen the movie Divorce in the Black?
And our question for that is commenting on when to stay in and when to run
When to
based
stay
on
in and when to run.
how that movie went for those who saw it.
Yeah. So a lot of people face.
We don't want to do a spoiler, I think.
Yeah,
but
a
you might
lot
have
of people.
to.
A lot of people. I think most black people don't see that movie.
Yeah.
Already. One thing about black people, once the herd mentality, we got that herd mentality. Once a couple of people say they saw they were good, you better believe they finna watch that thing.
Yeah.
It was the number one. It was the number one movie on Prime.
Yeah, it's
I know it was
heavy.
last week. Yeah, so people are watching it now.
Yeah.
So I think most people already saw it. She said, "Great movie." Yeah, and
You've
it's
seen it twice already.
yeah, I seen it twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen it twice. Well, yeah, I seen it twice. And the beginning of it, man, is like the beginning of it was crazy too, man. Dorothy Hot Time said it was a good movie. Yeah, it was a good movie. You know, and a lot of people, you know, they don't. I see a lot of people. They kind of like moving away from Tyler Perry for some reason. You know, people get these conspiracy theories out, and Tyler Perry, he's trying to make everybody gay and by wearing a dress. I say, man, Madea is funny.
Yeah.
I don't think people. I'm not gonna get into that part of it, man. We're gonna stick on the movie. It was empowering to see her stand up for herself. Amazing.
Yes, it was. And hopefully everybody that's watching has seen it. So, because we are gonna say some things that happened.
But let's be honest about it now. She didn't stand up for herself in the beginning. She had a lot of people who were standing up for her. Mm-hmm. She had to learn her lesson. She had to learn the hard way. Because she had a whole note full of things that he had done to her. And
did she write it or her friend wrote it?
Her friend wrote it.
Yeah, her friend wrote it for her.
A friend wrote it, and she was amazed to how much stuff was in that. It was a 2-page thing that he had done to her, and she stayed. And for some reason, she stayed in. And I don't think nobody should stay in an abusive relationship.
No,
I don't care who it is. It could be one of my son's girlfriend. I would tell them quick. You better get away from that cat. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think staying beyond what she said, the mother said, staying beyond trying, because she was trying to hold him up in his low self-esteem, because he had a lot of low self-esteem, and she was trying to be that woman that encourages her husband. She was, speaking well over him and saying you can do it, but he was so low within himself, he couldn't even receive it. So I think when a person starts to break you down and you are not who you are, and you can't be the person that you are authentically, and on top of that, they don't receive the help that you're giving them as your helpmate, that's when it's time to run, because it only gets worse after that. You can love somebody, but loving them doesn't make them treat you right. They have to have within themselves the ability to receive help if they need it, and or help you be your better self, not have you broke down. He truly broke her down, but she got up at the end, which that was the amazing part. So
yeah, I think he was he was supposed to be one of the good brothers, but he was always, and a lot of people talk about that too, like how women they hold their kids back. Mm-hmm. And I think she held him back from being from his greatness. She held him back because she kind of didn't want him to leave the nest, as far as just making sure he was within the family standing or something like that,
Mhm.
and that always played in his head like he had to be more loyal to the family than his wife.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of people out there like that now. They're more loyal to their family than their wife.
And that worked against him
In the wrong
because
way.
the mother was just a bad influence on him. She had a lot of attitude, and she seemed very angry, and so that just worked against
Trying to
him.
fix something that couldn't be fixed. Yeah. Let's see. The man had deep family issues. Also, was misguided and damaged.
Mhm.
His mama, yeah. He was misguided. He was damaged. I think he said she told him to kill his dad.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't. They never dove into that,
Yeah.
but there was a statement he made in the movie. Let me play a little bit. I want to play a little bit of the scene.
Oh my gosh.
Spoiler alert, y'all! Spoiler alert. I'm just gonna play
But
like
just
I'm just
the
gonna play
scene,
like
not the
I'm
thing
just
we
gonna play
saw.
like 40 seconds of
Okay.
this scene right here, man. I know they probably gonna take it down later, but I'm gonna get it in before they take it down. This scene was, to me, I thought it was hilarious, man. I thought it was a hilarious scene right here.
I don't. We the Bertrands, baby, don't you forget it. And we don't need nothing from you. Y'all, get the boy. Get him. Get him. No! Not the casket. Take him out. Take him out. All they gonna say is that they paid for this casket. Take him out of there.
You gonna say we gonna get him out?
Take him out of there.
Come on, get him!
Oh my God.
I was like, people falling out.
That's all right. That's all right, church. They can have the body. God has already passed judgment on the soul.
That was so wild. Like, that was so wild. Oh my God.
I think that was the funny part of the movie right there. I think did you just say take him out the casket?
People falling out on the pews. Like, I would have fainted. Oh my gosh, that was a strong
Zach
scene.
Flowers said divorce is because spouses aren't satisfied and think marriage and vows are supposed to be about happiness. Okay, Zach. Okay. Then he says lack communication, misplaced values, bad examples of healthy marriages
and their
upbringing.
Yeah.
Okay. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, so a lot of people get divorced for different reasons, man. But I think her case in the movie was just an extreme case.
It was.
I don't think most marriages end because of that. Although I have seen some people in some very abusive relationships. You know, I've seen people in very abusive relationships and hung in there for a long time, man. And but I think that's a very rare case of divorces today. People are getting divorced for a lot of stuff now, cheating and he ain't making no money, he won't get no job. You know, it's just stuff like that. But her case was kind of like, talking about the movie, her case was kind of like very abusive. This dude
he was
kinda
controlling.
like, he was very controlling. I don't think he was as controlling. He was just
Well, the scene where she walked out, this is after he done cussed her out. Now she walks out and he sees her speaking to somebody, another man, and he was just like that whole scene showed to me that control factor that he had, you know, over her.
Yeah, Zach say he haven't seen the movie. Yeah, go check out the movie. Go check out the
we
movie,
better
Zach.
not.
It's a very entertaining movie,
Yeah.
man. It's a very entertaining movie.
From
It's on,
start to finish.
yeah, it's on Prime Video. It's a
Yeah.
Prime Video original movie that Tyler Perry made. But yeah, so her case was an extreme case. They didn't show a lot of the abuse because she had like 2 pages of things that he had did. You know, and I just think, you know, he was controlled by his family.
His
And I know some
mother,
people controlled by their family, man. I know some people controlled by their family. On both women and men.
Yeah, it's a very good movie, and it can make you think about like your own life. Like, if you've ever been through something like that, did you stay too long? Did do you
Yeah.
look back thinking maybe I should have gave it a second chance? Sometimes if you once you make that move, you already know that that was what you needed to do. But sometimes people look back, and you have to ask yourself why you look back. And in this movie, this girl didn't even try to look back. Once she had her mind made up, she was out. She was gone.
I think the marriages today aren't like the marriages like back in the days when I'm saying our mothers and even our grandmothers was coming. They got married. They married. It's almost like they married. They're not gonna get no divorce, no matter what happened. And daddy and granddaddy don't had children across town. Granddaddy got like 3 outside kids, and they still married. And mama and grandma ain't went nowhere yet. You know what I'm saying? She's still holding the house down. And I think that's because a lot of women didn't work. See, now a lot of women got their own careers now.
Yeah.
So they're not hanging in there like grandmama and them did. You know, taking all this, you having babies on me and beating me like you own me. You know what I'm saying? And men did that back in the day. They beat women and they cheated a lot. They cheated a lot. They had, they had kids cross town, man. A lot of people, they say you 60 years old, you 67 years old. You got some outside brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So women back then they took a lot off men.
They did.
They took a lot off men.
They did.
And they stayed in there a long time.
Yeah, and times have changed, and I think a lot of sometimes women's mindsets can be, I don't want to go through what mama went through, what grandmama went through, so I think I can make it, and it's just more opportunities to be able to hold it down by yourself. So yeah, it's
Zach
different.
says folks marry for different reasons and with different understanding of the concept of marriage. You're right. A lot of people marry for different reasons, man. A lot of people marry because somebody's financially stable.
Mhm.
A lot of people, and then when that person is not financially stable, they're ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, if it's based on that, which that can change, then you in trouble if it does change, and they can go with looks and all that stuff too.
So I don't know what make people stay in these kind of marriages. Maybe I think they got kids by the man and they don't want to disrupt their lives.
Mhm.
And a lot of times people don't want to disrupt their life because if he leave, that he more likely he ain't going to be paying no bills, and then you got to go through litigation. You got to go through
Yes, a
court
lot.
to get him to pay child
Yeah.
support. And ain't no telling how long that gonna last.
Right.
But you got to pay these bills. You know what I'm saying?
It's that old saying, it's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, it's cheaper to keep her. That's in a man's case.
Yeah,
it's
but
cheaper for us to keep y'all. But is it worth
No.
staying if it's
No.
abusive?
It's never worth it. Never. Because I mean, it's just you have to think about long term what it's gonna look like. So, you try to make the best decisions while you're in a marriage because, I always tell people later comes. Like you can make your bed hard, but you gotta lie in it. So, if you do things that, create hardship, you're gonna pay for it later at some point. So
Yeah. Zach said, I know people who messed around on their spouses and wonder why their marriage is struggling. Yeah, you're right. You're right. No more morals and values today. And a lot of people are marrying for the wrong reasons when they really aren't happy. You're right. A lot of people marry for the wrong reason, but like I say, the dynamics of women have changed. So what a lot of women making a lot of money now, man, and they be independent women.
Right.
They independent woman, she's less likely to take a lot of mess off a dude, man.
that's true.
And
That's true. And then some women who don't make a lot of money, don't make no money, them the brave ones, they will scoop everything up and leave if the man making all the money. So them some rare cases, but they happen.
Those are rare cases.
But it happens. It happens. It takes a strength from God to do that, because if you're dependent, on the husband, if he's making all the money, and you got kids, to actually leave that, it takes a lot of faith in God and just to make that move. But it happens. But the days of staying to the end has changed, because women are more empowered and have avenues to take care of themselves. So it's different.
Say women say spend it when you end it, and men say it's cheaper to keep it. Exactly. And I guess it's why a lot of men stay in marriages, because they thinking about losing their money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm gonna wait till these kids get grown before I leave. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna hit me for alimony and child support.
It gets crazy. It gets crazy because I know a couple of people who are in situations where they're biding their time, and it's like, but your kids are feeling all of this negative energy between y'all. They feel the fakeness, um, and at some point when the divorce happens, they're still going to be hurt. They're still going to be hurt. Your kids can be in college and you get divorced, and they're looking like, wow, and so I guess it has its pros and cons either way, but it can get bad. It can get bad when people stay. Sometimes it's best to end it early on than to just hang in there. But I understand why, because it's about money. A lot of people stay because of money.
Oh yeah, a lot of people not necessarily the money. It's the situation. A lot of people just be in situation that, let's say you've been married 10 years. You've been having the same routine for 10 years with this person. And now you're talking about divorce. It's going to disrupt your whole life.
Yeah.
A divorce would disrupt your whole life, because now one of y'all got to find somewhere to stay.
Mm-hmm.
One of y'all got to find a way to make more money. Well, both of y'all got to find a way to make more money now, because he going to take his little money he had into the house. He going to take that with him. The money you get, you're going to have to put that back in the house. And then you still got to get another job to make ends meet. Now he got to get another job to make ends meet, because he's paying bukus of money on child support, and it's just a real disruption. So a lot of people stay together for a long time, trying to decide how I'm gonna finagle this financial thing.
Yeah, I know this from talking to someone. They were like, I'm not giving up his pension, his retirement. I done hung in here this long. I'm gonna just stay, because ain't no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not giving all that up for something that may not be better when I leave.
Yeah, and then you got women, even when they're not together, she gonna hold on. She gonna hold on to keep the marriage. A lot of women leave and still be married, just to you know what I'm saying, just to get benefits.
Mm.
They don't get divorced; they just break up.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just breaking up now. And we gonna stay married, but we ain't gonna be together. And which I think is one of the dumbest things. If y'all ain't gonna be together, they're gonna cut it off.
Yes.
Free. Don't be holding on to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold on to nobody. Free up.
Yeah.
Let them free. Let them be free. You know what I'm saying?
Because you have to have a faith that you can try again. Like, you having fear that, oh, financially I'll be messed up, or I won't find somebody else that really fits who I am. It's a leap of faith, like, but it's hard, because a lot of times people do look at the financial aspect of it, and they looking at how many years out they got to pay stuff, and it can get it to me, it can eat up your time. When you just got to have faith, just do what you have to do.
Yeah. Arthur Hightower said mental illness is real. We call people bad or whatever, but the reality, they need therapy. A lot of people do need therapy, man.
Yep.
And what do y'all feel about therapy for divorce therapy? I didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like the fact that you got somebody.
Yeah.
And I may have been wrong. I didn't like the fact that you got somebody. I think the lady, she had to be about 35 years old, telling me about how I should feel and what I should be doing. And I don't even think she had kids or was married. I'm thinking this is just your business, lady.
Yeah.
You just making money. And I'm
Didn't
like, I
come from
can't. I'm not
experience.
gonna do this. So what do y'all think about going through therapy? Did it? If any of y'all divorced, did it help?
I didn't get therapy. I didn't. When my mind was made up, I just um it didn't need to be talked about. If we couldn't work it out, then there was no point in trying to get a person in the middle to fix it, because the efforts were already put in. You can't make people be the way they should be or they need to be. So,
Katrina say, I have to be happy all around. That's just my opinion. Yeah, you're right. That's your opinion because, in my opinion, I just don't think that's feasible. I just don't think happiness all the way around. That's going to take a monumental task. You know what I'm saying? It is possible to be happy all the way around, but both of y'all got to be happy at the same time all the way around. You just can't be the one who's happy all the way around. And I think that's one of our biggest problems. We try to make ourselves happy in a marriage, and the other side ain't happy because we got all the happiness. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but you know what I'm saying? You want this way, and I give it to you this way, you happy. But I'm not happy because I only did it to make you happy.
yeah.
You didn't meet me halfway with it. I gave it all to you. So now you're happy and I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think it's hard, I think we look too much into superficial things that has really nothing to do with a marriage.
Right.
And my job is just, let's get the damn job done. Just get it done. I don't care who, just get the job done. Yeah. If we together, doesn't matter. Because people don't like the 50-50 thing. Mm-hmm. A lot of women, oh no, he gonna pay all the bills. He gonna pay all the bills. Doesn't matter who pay the bills if y'all staying in the same house. And it's just like stupid stuff like that keep people apart. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. Things, yeah. Oh, he gonna pay all the bills. I'm gonna pay this. Why don't y'all just put y'all money in a pot and pay all the bills? The money it's still in the same household. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He might want a little extra money to do stuff with, like you want a little extra money to do stuff with. And it's just like it's crazy, man.
Well, the thing is, like you'll hear people say, "Okay, we had some rough times," and it happens. That's just life. If you're living on Earth, you're gonna have hard times, and you're gonna have problems. But the key is, when you need to leave is when it's damaging to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have problems. The thing is you don't become a problem to each other. Because you're going to go through loss, you're going to go through lack sometimes, you're going to go through challenges and difficulties, whether it's a health thing, whether it's financial, misunderstandings and stuff like that. So if you choose to be married, then you have to know that just comes with a relationship. Nothing is perfect. It's always going to be perfect when you're dating and you're just dating different people. And when you're just dating, there's always this freshness, this newness of, oh, I'm all fixed up. He looks great. We had a good time, and you call your friends. But that happens in spurts. That's not how your married life will be every day. So when people decide to get married, you have to say, this is life. I've chosen to do life with this person. I'm not going to be by myself. I'm not trying to go through hardship by myself. I don't want to just only have happy times with sporadic people here and there. You're saying you want to do life with somebody. So unless the person is just really beating you down and just taking you out of who you are and, not caring about the oneness, then that's when you need to run for your life. But I think that it's just an understanding that you're friends and you work through and you walk through life together. You do have problems, but you just don't become a problem to each other. And that's just my thought about it.
Absolutely. You had somebody
No, I poured all my thoughts out there that quick.
Is this difficult for you to talk about?
No, it's actually not because I understand it. When I was married, I was the best wife, the best me I could be, but you can't, you know, when another person is on a different page, you can't make them be on the same page with you. You know, you have to know yourself, and you have to be understanding of, you know, who the other person is. And sometimes you don't find that out until down the road, and it's like, wow, you know. So
But let me ask you something though. Do you think he thought you were the best wife you could be, or was you, or did he want you to be the way he wanted you to be? Because a lot of time we be in a relationship and we think we are the best in a relationship.
well, so when I say I was the best, I gave it, I was my best self, was what I'm trying to say. And so, you know, if when he's honest, and if he's honest, and he has been, he'll tell anybody, you know, she was a great wife, you know, with regrets that it ended. But again, you can't make a person be the person they should be to have that oneness, because it's about being one. You know, you're two individuals, but you have to be one. And one means you're not trying to hurt the person. You make mistakes, but you're not living like that. Like you go into life knowing life brings its challenges, but you work through them together, because that's the whole point of having a partner. Like when you in business together and you have a business partner, you're not looking for your business partner to stab you behind your back with the business and be doing some little shady stuff. You know, you working together to grow the business. And so that's how the mindset you have to have when you're married. And when you do have difficulties in the business, like you do in a marriage, you find solutions. You don't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna go do my own thing, forget you." You got to work together. And sometimes, you know, it's just a test of, you know, your love. I don't know it, but you bring your best self, you grow together, because you're gonna change over the years, but you grow together, you know. I think I gave my best. I have no regrets. I would, you know, be that, you know, same person if I had to live it all over again. I was my best self, so I have no regrets. But I understood what I needed to do so I could not be in a place that was going to tear me down. So, you know.
You wanna ask me a question just to be fair?
Well, do you feel, I mean, do you feel that you were um in a place of understanding fully about the reasons why you moved from being married to not being married? Do you feel like you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like did you have a good understanding, and that there were solid like reasons?
I have understanding, but I don't know if they was solid. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
made mistakes. We both made mistakes. And I'm man enough to own up to my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to be just holding on. You know what I'm saying? I think once you get in a place of just holding on,
Yeah.
just for the sake of holding on, just cause it look good,
Mhm.
just cause it look good in public. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And you just holding on, but inside you dying.
Mhm.
Everybody happy but you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody and you don't want to get to a place where you in it to please people.
Right.
And I felt like we got to a point where we was just pleasing people.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
we weren't doing it for us. We were
Right.
doing it for people. So I thought sometimes it's best to just, like she just say, kiss and say goodbye.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Dorothy said, let's just kiss and say goodbye.
Yeah.
And with no ambiguity. We don't hate each other.
Right.
And so and I think a lot of time marriages, when they get to the point to where you hate each other,
You stayed too long.
you stay too long.
Yeah. Like
I-
like example of the movie. Like,
Yeah, like the
without
movie.
spoiling it, but it
Yeah.
got crazy at the end for those who haven't
Don't
seen
stay
it.
too long.
Yeah.
We left and we still friends.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say we friends. I say we still cordial.
Cordial. Yeah.
We still cordial. We ain't mad. We ain't walking around mad at each other. Oh,
Right.
that low down dirty, low down this.
Right.
We understood that it was time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I know a lot of people say you got to stand up to God. God say you can't let it go. You know what I'm saying?
And listen.
God said God ain't told me.
And I'm and
You know what I'm saying?
and you know, I feel what you're saying with that, because I'm one of those that, you know, I believe, you know, in following, you know, faith and following, like, the way God would have you to do it. You love encompasses so many things. It's patience, it's kindness, all this stuff. But you have to exercise wisdom. And I think in my case, I had really to operate in wisdom and on faith, because God knows I would have stayed till the end of time. But
Yeah.
I had to really sit down and say, you know what? This ain't right. So yeah.
And I thought it's only fair for us to. I thought we both needed better mates. I wasn't the best mate for her, in my opinion. She probably wouldn't. She probably wouldn't. I don't know if she would admit it or not, but I can admit that I wasn't the best mate for her. So I thought it was just best where we have better. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just a period when you got to go through where you just have to get over a person. And I think a lot of people don't want to go through that period where you got to get over a person. But deep inside, this not. It's not. I know we talk about happiness, but you can't be miserable
right
all the time in your life, and you just living to die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just going through days, and everybody around you think you happy, and everybody around you, y'all been together. Yeah, we've been together too long, bro.
Yeah, and I like the point when she said, when you're trying, that's what you should do, but it was beyond trying. And sometimes if you go too far with it, you can stay too long, and it's like you can't beat a dead horse. If you stay too long for the sake of image and, just to say, God wouldn't want me. I mean, but, and I'm not saying this was my case, but just say if a person is being abused physically and beat down, every week, and, bruises and all this stuff, then, you think God would want you to stay in something like that. So you have to use wisdom when you make a major decision, like saying, I'm going to just end this. There's always a good reason to, walk away when it's damaging you. And even, when it's toxic to the children and stuff like that, you just have to make that decision. It's something that long term is just going to be better. Because if you stay too long, to me, it gets worse.
Because you're going to end up hating each other.
Right.
Guts.
Right.
I mean, you see them in the street, you're going to go the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we ended on a good note.
And it's hard for people to say bye.
It wasn't no love lost, just lost love. That's what I say. It wasn't no love lost, just lost love. And we still, I would say we still love each other, because if something happened to me, she probably still, she probably see you all right, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We just not in a relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We love each other, but we just ain't not in a relationship. Right. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it's more peaceful down the line when you when you do it it's not a perfect time, but it's like you just kind of know it needs to stop right here. And so, I can say the same thing. My ex and I are real cordial. It's it's no hate there. I think people just have to know and make that decision before it gets out of hand. And in this movie, it's a good gauge for what's beyond trying, and you don't want to stay in something too long, all in the name of love.
It definitely was beyond trying.
Yeah, and it didn't end well.
And she was a good girl. She was a beautiful woman.
Yes.
Had a good job, and some of the brother be want, man. You know what I'm saying?
And loving. She was so loving.
He just didn't like himself, man.
Right.
He was doing stuff for like no reason. It was like she ain't
Cussing
did
folk
nothing.
out.
She ain't did nothing for you to do this. I mean, she ain't in no dude face or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? She making money. Y'all got a brood for home.
Yeah. She's pretty. She was just syrupy sweet, and it's like, what's wrong with you, guy? Like, he was.
I thought he was stupid. Megan, dude, that Megan good, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a good movie. So if you haven't seen it, go see it.
He didn't take it serious till you saw that new dude.
Yep.
One thing about it, that new dude would change her mind. When she get that new dude.
And it changed his mind too, because he wanted to come right back. Oh my God, it was crazy.
He didn't want Buddy was like the Cookie Monster. He didn't want nobody to get no cookies. But anyway, y'all go check out the movie, man. Divorced in Black. Streaming on Prime Video, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all, I know all y'all get these packages sent to your house. So you got to have Prime Video because it comes free with Prime subscribers, I think. So y'all go check out the movie. And listen, y'all, appreciate y'all for tuning in. We about to wrap this show up. It's 9:01. We 1 minute over. Listen, I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yes.
Sharing, commenting. What you got to say?
I'm just always appreciative of everybody who tunes in and comments and adds to the conversation because it just makes it more enjoyable. So we appreciate y'all's presence.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Y'all come back. Listen, if y'all have a business, organization, or a book or something that y'all wrote or something like that, if anything y'all want to promote, y'all let us know and we'll feature y'all on the show for the second half of the show. That's what we want. This is what this show is about, man. It's about reaching out to the community. We like, we like to talk about the same stuff everybody else talk about. We just try to talk about some things that benefit that we can learn from, man. So if y'all know somebody who's into holistic remedies and stuff that we can interview, let us know, man. Anybody, if you promote something, we got you, man. Y'all come on, let us promote you. A lot of people don't get a lot of love these days unless from the big boys. So we ain't the big boys, so we got to help the little people out because we the little people.
and don't hesitate to shoot out some topic ideas too that maybe we can talk about in addition to what we already put out. Something that we could sort through and see what we can that y'all would be interested in talking about. Open for that.
And y'all can follow us. Y'all can follow us on our Facebook page, Overflow, the Everyday People Show with RL and Jenny. Drop a comment and tag me with it. Say let's talk about this. And we'll talk about it in the show, man. Because this is the Everyday People Show.
Yeah.
This is where we chop up what you want to chop up. We talk about what you want to talk about. If y'all don't give us nothing to talk about, we'll talk about what we want to talk about.
Trust and believe, we're gonna have our topics. Yeah, so we look forward to that too.
So we give y'all a hand for tuning in.
Yes.
They need the big applause. Hold on. Yeah, they need the big room applause. Listen, y'all, I'm your boy RL. She's your girl,
Jenny.
From the block, y'all. And guess what? We'll see y'all next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same black time, same black channel. You know what, y'all? We love y'all. And guess what?
Ain't nothing y'all can do about it.
Ain't nothing y'all can do about it.
Bye.
Peace.